Good morning, Lagos, and thank you for joining us for Business Express 981. It's live on Smooth 98.1. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Valentine.
Had
Good
a good
morning,
sleep?
everybody. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Quick birthday shout out to Ungozi, one of our listeners. All our listeners, in fact, you should send your birthdays by SM by WhatsApp
Or tweets.
or tweets, and we can
Yes.
shout you out on different days. So happy birthday, Ungozi, and good morning to everybody out there.
And now he mentioned WhatsApp, so here's the number to send your messages to through the show. 0809-444-0981. That is 0809-444-0981. On Twitter, the hashtag is Business Express 981.
All right, we have Afri Invest with us in the studio in the station. Judith and Adeoloa are with us. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
All right, welcome. Valentine, let's start off with questions. This
Okay.
show could be a Q&A, so people throw in questions and we answer. All right,
Yeah,
let's
so
go.
why not? Benjamin from GTI sent in this one. He says, "Good morning, Rotus." He spelled your name wrong.
Yeah,
the first time,
Reuters,
that's
the
fine.
news agency, which is fine.
Could the massive decline observed in the stock market yesterday be attributed to the direction that could be perceived from the election results that had been declared as of them?
All right, thank you, Benjamin. So we're just talking. It wasn't really a massive decline
No, it
yesterday.
wasn't.
Yeah, I think it was 0.69% the market dropped. Okay, so not too massive. But what do you guys think? Because the day before the election, the market was up, I think by the same 0.6%, and then it looked like as the results became clear, I don't know, it could be a coincidence. But what do you guys think?
Well, we believe it was largely a case of profit taking
Okay.
from investors who had did some bargain hunting in some of the fundamentally sound securities.
Okay.
Largely, yes, postponement in elections actually caused some jitters in the market. So we had investors largely being skeptical. But we're not, we can't ascertain that the outcome of the result as we can't really measure the impact of the outcome of the result yet. Perhaps maybe towards the end of the week to be more conclusive to see that, oh, okay, this outcome has had so impact. So for now, we just look to the case of
Profit taking. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's hop into it because still, in fact, for those that don't know, I think everybody knows by now, President Buhari did actually win re-election last night. He's already in the news. Cool. So he's won re-election for another 4 years. The Bloomberg still on this election bit. Bloomberg does have a headline here. It says a Buhari win would limit the growth rebound in Nigeria. So, Adeola, I want to get your thoughts because I think the Economist had something similar to this before the election started. So, I want to get your thoughts. What do you think as far as
well,
headline?
would say that to a large extent, perception that we're getting from analysts and from different houses across the world is that expectations have not been met. Buhari came on a high level of goodwill and there were high expectations. And while the government has made some improvements in certain sectors, there's still much to be done. But I think it would be unfair to already rule out that the outcome of the performance of the economy will be stunted or will be limited due to the outcome of presidential elections. I believe that the electoral process has given them an opportunity to also, review what they've done so far because they've gotten some level of feedback from the electorate. So we expect the government to swing into action and to actually up their game.
Okay. And speaking of the goodwill that you mentioned, just to remind people, back in 2015, when President Buhari defeated Jonathan in the elections, Nairametrics had a term called the Buhari effect. The market jumped what 8%. Yeah, it was a massive jump, big bull run. So it will be interesting just to see how the market reacts today. So thank you for that, Adeola. All right, we're bringing Judith in. Judith, we had a fourth quarter. We're talking about pioneer status now. Fourth quarter pioneer status reports for Q4 2018, so October through December. Can you just take us through just a light analysis of what we saw? Because I noticed there are a number of different companies here that are looking to get pioneer status.
Okay, so the pioneer status incentive program basically seeks to reward companies that sort of align their plans or their expansion plans with the government plans of improving the economy through job creation.
Okay.
So the report basically summarized the fact that about 19 applications were received and approved.
Right.
And these companies raised about 244 billion naira
Right.
investment. So we also had about three companies sort of renew their renew their application.
Okay.
So the program runs across various sectors. So you can't exactly say that this is there's a particular sector that um, it links to. So
Right.
we had the real estate sector, mining sector,
Even a hotel.
hotel, yes, ICT space, yes.
Yeah, exactly. If I let me, okay, so as you've mentioned, there's a Build Chester Nigeria Limited, which I believe is into construction or something. Matrix Fertilizer, Andela, the Andela Talent Accelerator that develops software developers. They've applied for it, and then this one I chuckled a bit. The Corinthia Villa Hotel and Suites. I think they're in Abuja. So all number of companies were applying for the pioneer status. So interesting report there as well. Thank you, Judith, for that. But also I noticed, where was it? They were also mentioning not only how much they've invested, but how many jobs
have been created.
created. But
so the 19 new companies had created about 1,000 over 1,000 jobs.
right.
So the other 3 companies that also renewed have up to date about 5,500 jobs.
Right. I don't know, Judith, that doesn't seem very high. 19 companies doing 1,000. I think it was a little over 1,000 jobs with the anyway. Okay, well, I don't know. Doesn't seem very high, but thank you so much for that. Okay, Adeolola, back to you. Oil and gas now. Nigeria finalizes a deal on the Asa North or Haji South fields. Help us out with that. What's going on with this deal that they finalized?
Well, so this is supposed to improve our domestic gas utilization.
Okay.
The gas hub that's called ANO houses several operators. We have a JV between Seplat, which is actually included in the report which we recently released on the Nigerian oil and gas industry.
Okay.
So it's a move to improve in terms of gas production. So what we know is that there are 2 major JVs there. We have the one between Seplat, NNPC, and then we have Shell.
Sorry, they help out our listeners. JV is
joint venture.
Joint venture.
Yeah, joint
cool.
venture operations.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's sort
okay.
of partnership between upstream oil and gas companies based on agreement in terms of the ratio of revenue and operations that we manage by the entities.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so what we're seeing from this announcement is that we expect gas production to actually increase significantly. But the main milestone that remains to be achieved is the completion of the OB3 pipeline.
Okay.
So it has been established that we have enormous gas resources in the east, but the demand is actually in the west
Okay.
to a large extent.
Okay.
So, but there is no interconnecting pipeline between the east and the west.
Okay.
So the pipeline is referred to as an OB3, that's the Oben gas pipeline. It was sanctioned in 2012 and should have been completed in 2017.
Okay.
It's an NNPC project. Nestor is one of the operators trying to construct the pipeline, but it has experienced several setbacks. So for me, that's what I'm actually looking for to its completion, because if you have all these projects coming on board, what you have at the end of the day, they are not able to evacuate their gas, it's stranded investment.
Okay.
But we are hopeful, and we believe that before the end of H1 2019, the pipeline will be completed, so we can begin to see an increase in gas, in domestic gas utilization, and that will transform into, you have additional, we have oil and gas, we have power generating companies that will also come on board, because now we have an increased supply to the domestic environment.
Right.
Gas is a major component of our power generating
Right.
capacity. So yeah, so it's a positive news, but the major milestone that we're still looking forward to is the completion of the OB3 pipeline.
Thank you, see, that's why we have these guests. So any of you, if anybody tells you to celebrate this oil and gas field, you say, hey, listen, I was listening to Business Express and AfriInvest told me that the main gist is the pipeline that is supposed to move the gas to where it's needed. I see some message. Sheon is very pessimistic here, but let's read his message.
Sheon said the investors do not have confidence in the president. You guys are not supporting and did not vote him. All the listeners that have commented on Smooth did not vote. Well, you wouldn't know.
Sheon,
I personally do not know anyone who did.
Sheon, we're not going to get into that. It was an accurate vote. Valentine, what else do we have? But thank you for your message, Sheon.
Yes, thank you, Sheon. Ugo says, well, dear crew, I'm happy AfriInvest team is in the studio. I read your brewery reports and you recommended a sell for NBL. Can you clarify why? Okay, well, Adeola is an oil and gas guy. Judith, you're a bank, so yeah. So I can't really, but you can't really speak too much. But go ahead. Yeah.
So one of the most recent things that we've had in the brewery industry is that the government implemented excise duty.
Right.
Supposed to be implemented quarterly from 2018 to 2019. So that to a large extent has actually depressed their revenue.
Right.
The initial reaction of the companies operating in that space, Nigerian breweries, Interview Champion, is to increase the price of the product.
Right.
But due to the weak consumer spending, which basically a reflection of the state of the economy, we saw that they had to fall back.
Right.
So as a result, revenues are taking a hit. So Nigerian breweries have had one or two challenges. Now, it's not, we are not saying that Nigerian breweries is not a company, but when you compare with other investment opportunities in the market, they are not the most attractive.
Right.
And that's how we've come by that.
So they sell, so they've got some challenges. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay, Chukwu Egbulefu says it's always interesting 15 minutes with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. We're trying to make it 30 minutes or 1 hour.
Yeah. Bring Akamu says, now that Buhari has won, we do hope the important things will be taken care of an economy given the kick it deserves to really come alive. Anytime I hear pioneer status, the only name that rings in my head is Dangote.
Of course.
And he has the pioneer status that really be beneficial to the economy. He says it will be hoped. It is hoped that we won't wait for another year before the new Buhari government forms a cabinet. And there is the time to think of direction. It will be thorough now.
We have to wish the president luck and just hope that things work out.
And Yinka says he's trying to recover from the hangover of the figures that came in and rolled in from the northern states, especially Yobe and Borno, where White Walkers seem to have come out to perform their civic responsibility. It's just strange how no matter how remote a village is, the ballot box can get there, but not social infrastructure.
Okay, then Yinka, thanks for your message. Look, very quickly, if I just to let everybody, if you go back to when Buhari was with CPC, look at the numbers from the north. He's been strong there. So his numbers in Katsina, Kaduna, Kano. So I know there's been this whole thing on social media, but please, if you check the numbers, he's been strong, which is why Jagaban made the whole alliance and say you're strong in the north, we're strong in the south. Mr. Tinubu, sorry, look at me, I'm using slang words here. Sure, sorry.
Well, thank you.
That's it. That's all the time we have.
Yes, that's it.
Judith and Adeola of AfroInvest, thank you guys so much for coming on today. We appreciate it. And of course, we also appreciate your messages, whether pessimistic or optimistic. We thank you all as well.
Follow all the conversation on social media with the hashtag BusinessExpress981. You're still listening to Smooth 98.1, Smooth Breakfast at 7:30, right after the nice tunes you'll be listening to now. We'll bring you detailed analysis on newspaper stories this morning inside of Freshly Pressed 981. Good morning.